Welcome back to the film room. I'm your host, Jake Butt. We're breaking down a big game this weekend. It's Ohio State, Penn State. And if you're Penn State, a big key in slowing down this explosive Ohio State passing attack is going to be on Joey Porter Jr. Another guy is Kalen King to look out for. But in this specific part of the film, we're going to look at what Joey Porter did against probably the most similar passing attack they faced this season when it was Purdue. Couple things you're going to see. This guy is long, man. Really long arms, but he knows how to use them, and it shows up consistently in his pass coverage. Also, his understanding of where his help is in the defensive scheme as a whole allows him to play really disciplined football, and then he's just a playmaker. So we're going to see that on film. We'll dive right into it. I'll make sure to highlight him for you here. Here he is matched up on Charlie Jones at the top of your screen. Now, I want you to notice something. One high safety. What does that mean? A couple backers in the middle of the field. What does that mean? Your help is in the middle of the field. So for Joey Porter Jr., you actually want to have outside leverage. Okay, you're going to if you had to let Charlie Jones beat you anywhere, it's going to be inside. Okay, so just almost gives his backer a chance to get a hand on it. You know, gives up a pass. That's okay. We're gonna observe this matchup as the game goes on, especially on the slant routes. Once again, matched up with Charlie Jones. Where's his help? You see it rolling to one high coverage, okay? So again, your help is in the middle of the field. That means you have outside leverage. This route concept by Purdue is also going to be a stick route. So an outbreaking route means Charlie Jones is supposed to release outside to try to get Joey Porter's eyes away from the stick route, okay? Stick route inside, this is supposed to be an outside release. If Joey Porter Jr. forces him inside, the throw's dead, because Aiden O'Connell has to put the ball on the red line to the outside of the field. Look at how Joey, look at the position he's in right here, right? Charlie Jones is trying to release outside. He can't, so he's got to make a game time decision. He releases inside. There's the length showing up, clean, within 5 yards, pressing him, and there's just no chance to complete that play. I mean, that's just very technically sound football. It's just the game within the game, right? And then this play was absolutely beautiful. What you're going to see is Penn State will roll to a cover 2 look. So he's actually going to have this zone. Your linebacker is going to have this zone. But Aiden O'Connell thinks it's 2-man. Watch how this shows up, all right? They're going to run a little branch route. Again, Charlie Jones is going to get the outside release. That's to try to get Joey Porter's eyes turned away from this in-breaking or this out-breaking route on the inside. But watch how this plays out. Again, Joey Porter Jr. actually forces Charlie Jones inside. What's that do? Now his eyes are on Aiden O'Connell. He sees O'Connell's trying to throw this ball right here to this deep stick route. Watch him put his foot in the ground and redirect on this. Bang. Right now he's already decelerating. Bang. Another gather step, and then he's downhill. Now, the result of this play is a catch. And against Ohio State, if you want to win, that's got to be an interception. But from a technical standpoint, that is excellent team defense. You see the frustration. It's okay. We're a little bit more in the rhythm of the season. You're going to have to make that play if you want to beat Ohio State. One thing Ohio State does better than anybody is throw the vertical route. C.J. Stroud loves to stripe the helmet. It's so hard for a defender to get his hands up when the ball's just striping your helmet. This is going to be a go ball down the sideline. Here comes Aiden O'Connell. Here's where the length shows up. All right, Joey Porter gets his eyes around. Look at that. He's like an NBA player getting his hand up to affect the throw. Okay, that's 10, 11 feet in the air, in pads. You got no shot at it. Again, just look at the length. He gets his eyes around. Extremely technical sound. And Charlie Jones has no shots. Great defense. So remember that slant route that he gave up earlier in the game, right? Maybe he was a little bit too loose. Here he is again. Okay? Gave up the slant route. Again, he's playing outside leverage. You can see it. Why? Because his safety help is in the middle of the field. You want to funnel all the routes towards your safety help. So he's playing outside leverage, but you notice he's much more aggressive. And then look at the length show up once again. All right, that's some good separation. You know, that's going to be open in college football, but just for a split second when you have a DB like him with the closing speed and then bang, the length. Look at that. There's not many DBs that are going to be able to make that play. Again, Joey Porter Jr., he had a great game. They're going to need a great game out of him if they want to beat Ohio State. Once again, working one-on-one. It's going to be a stop route up top. Physical. Notice him, pushing him. Look at how much he widens this route. He's pushing him out towards the sideline. Look where O'Connell is. That is a very long way for the football to go, and Joey Porter Jr. only makes it harder because of his length and his physicality at the line. And then, once again, the long arm showing up, almost able to pick it off. This dude is a teach tape machine at the cornerback position. The length shows up, the IQ shows up, and the playmaking ability shows up. They're going to need it all to show up if they want to beat Ohio State. On the flip side, if you want to beat Ohio State, you're going to have to put up points. And a lot of that's going to fall on Sean Clifford this weekend. Coming off really one of his best performances of the season against Minnesota, we're going to break down how it happened. Now, this was not his best performance in the game. You see him step up in the pocket. He's got a guy downfield. Really, this ball needs to be out here into space. The last thing you want to do is lead your man too far downfield because you're going to have a defender be able to make it. Again, you want to lead your guy to where the open space is. I'm only showing you this because this is going to come up later in the game. Okay, Minnesota gets the interception. They return it down. First quarter, 0-0 game. It's a really tough play. Fans aren't too happy with it. Just remember that play. He was deep on the post that led to an interception, okay? One thing that gets me fired up is throwing the ball to the tight end. You got your tight end down here in the slot. Look at this window throw. Look at this confidence. 3rd and 9 situation, right? Gotta have it. Just coming off an interception earlier in the quarter. You're down 3. Gotta have it situation. Look, your tight end's working a little post route right in the middle of the field. Look at this pocket that Sean Clifford drops it into. How many? Look at that. You got 5 Minnesota defenders. That's an excellent throw. It's showing the ceiling that Sean Clifford has, and he really found some light getting the tight ends involved in this game. So just, if nothing else, it's something Ohio State's defense is going to have to game plan for. They do have a great tight end room. So once again, running a little Y leak. This is kind of like a gadget play. You try to sneak your tight end in here off the play action, then he's going to run down the sideline. But Mariano Sori-Marin, the middle linebacker, he actually does a great job of reading this. So this throw isn't exactly there unless the location's right. It's got to be on the back shoulder. If he leads his guy inside, that's an interception. The location of this throw is everything. Look at where he puts that ball, allows his tight end to open up to it. Great location. Again, 2 big throws and 2 big moments for Sean Clifford. He really found a great rhythm with this tight end. Once again, you got a multi-tight end set. You got 2 guys working vertical. Again, look at the ball placement. Look at the timing of this throw, okay? Sean Clifford is ripping this throw before his tight end is even going to come open. That's showing a high level knowledge. He really settled into the game, and the feel of it was huge. And once again, I mean, just this is exactly where the ball needs to be. Minnesota's in a good defensive position. If that's inaccurate either way, it's going to be, it's going to give Minnesota a chance to break it up. So the location matters so much, and Sean Clifford was able to do that to his tight ends throughout the day. Okay, remember that throw we talked about earlier? It was the interception, right? This one got a man right in his face. Same post route over the middle. That was an interception back in the first quarter. What's Sean Clifford going to do this time? Off his back foot. This is a big time throw. Earlier in the game, he led his guy too far. This time, you underthrow it. Give your guy a chance in a one-on-one situation. Let him get his hands on it. Same dude as the first quarter. Same throw as the first quarter. Same route as the first quarter. But Sean Clifford, with a man in his face later in the game as he settled in, gave his guy a chance. That's excellent ball placement and one-on-one coverage. Once again, you got to be at your best if you want to beat Ohio State. Situational football matters. 4th and 3 in the 3rd quarter, trying to really seal this game. What's he going to do? Let's see. Got your guy working a slant route down here, one-on-one. Ball placement, timing, accuracy, situational football. Here's your gap. There's your window to throw it in between the pocket. Look at that's a tight window. It's closing fast. The ball's got to have tempo. It's got to be a tight spiral. It's got to be accurate, and it's got to be in a chance for your receiver to catch the ball before the middle linebacker Mariano Sori-Marin can get in there. You see him reading out of this. Checks all the boxes by Sean Clifford once again. So overall, the performance for Sean Clifford last week, it was probably his best performance. The encouraging thing is there's still things that he can even improve upon. And once again, I love this matchup. Ohio State going to Penn State. It's always one of the most fun games to watch across the Big Ten Conference each year, but if Penn State wants to pull off the upset, they're going to need their defense to be at their best. Sean Clifford's have to be at his best this weekend. I can't wait to watch. Thank you guys for joining me.